Hello everybody, and welcome back to Tobin Plays. Man, it's been a while, hasn't it? Well, that's because I've been trying to get OBS working on my computer, so I can play a game made back in the early 2000s, and not the newest, hypest thing that would get me views. So let's start! This was my first game, and it took a bit to try to get it working on my computer, and I just absolutely cannot wait to try it out. Can't watch that because it'll probably get me content ID'd, and if that happens, I will never see the light of day again. This brings back memories. So yeah, this is Buzz Lightyear something adventure thing. I'm not exactly sure what the name of it is. I always called it Buzz Lightyear game back in the day. So in testing this game out, I found it to be not as hard as it used to be, because this jump was the hardest thing ever, especially when you consider that there are no camera controls to speak of. So it's funny how stuff just changes to where you can, where stuff that used to be super difficult. Ooh. Please forgive any slight slowdown every once in a while, because this is an old game. It'll catch up, hopefully. Yeah. There we go. So yeah, this game is about running through the house and destroying all of Andy's evil-looking toys for some reason. Is there a guy on the stairs? No, that was the guy on the stairs. Huh. So what are we gonna do first? This game was so just... Oh, hey, Ham. This game was just so big back in the day, because I didn't have access to a PlayStation or a oh, it's an ear. Access to a PlayStation or to like a Nintendo 64. I had to go over to a friend's house, to my best friend's house, to play something like that. So the fact that I got to play anything at all back in the day was special. And there we go. Grab this coin. Ah! Alright. But, yeah, Disney Interactive was where it was at back in the day, because they had all the games not only, made on the 64 and the PS4, but you could get them on the PC, too. And, so when I was allowed on the PC, which was not very often, because Dad had to use it for whatever reason, probably not as important as a young developing child's love of video games. Whoops. Wow. This jump continues to be difficult because his auto grab is not the greatest. Not gonna get burned by anything, even though I'm made of plastic. And well, I suppose you get plastic hot enough and it'll melt, so I guess that's why those things would be the way the hazards they are. Alright, now let's see if I can get this on the first go. This was always the hardest part of this level, was this jump. Not that jump. This jump from the, first try. Would you look at that? Alright, where to next? Blast that guy in the air. Where to next? Ugh. The slowdown is real. I'm gonna have to... This is still pretty much just a test to try to get, get used to recording on the PC now. Now that the, Now that the whole world's opened up to me for recording videos. But other stuff is in the works. As you can see, I've been working pretty hard in the interim of between too much stuff going on and my lack of willpower and drive for life in general. You probably noticed that we unlocked that shield over there, but me being the super cool guy that I am, I don't even need the shield to run over here and grab all those coins and not have like anything go wrong. Blast you. So as you've probably surmised, this game is just a lot of running around and platforming. Here we go. The bad guys don't end up getting hard until like the 5th level or something like that, if I remember correctly. It's more just they bounce in random directions, they fly around. You get close enough to them, these guys try to bounce on you. But, like, you could just have a laser. I already got enough for Ham already. When I first started playing, I thought it was, when I first started playing, I thought it was a 100 coins for Ham, but apparently they didn't expect children to get 100 coins, so they just put it at 50, which is good for me, because I'm going to be trying to get every token on every level, so that, I think it's 5 per level. Ugh, man, I'm going to have to do a couple things to try to reduce the slowdown in between recordings, but you guys can handle it for the, good gosh. All of a sudden I'm having trouble now with the jumps. Alright, so here's the first token. Hidden token.
No time to lose.
There's no time to lose. Alright, now. Yeah, see, he'll shoot stuff at you, but easy to... Can I make it? Aha! I was, in preparation for this, I was watching a lot of YouTube videos on how to get emulators running. Oh my goodness, emulators. Yeah, I'm illegal right now. Since I still do own the CD, I don't really care.
Go, Buzz.
So, and ding. But anyway, in preparation for this, good gosh, why can't I complete a thought? In preparation for this, I was watching a whole bunch of stuff to get emulators working. And in that, the YouTube set thought that I would like to see speedruns of this game. And apparently you can get this game done real fast. Ow. Whereas, this level will probably take me like 10 minutes to get through with completely. We're gonna take the green laser this now, because we want to be super powerful. But apparently it only takes speedrunners like 3 minutes to get... Oh no! I'm missing my green lasers. Takes speedrunners 3 minutes to get through this whole level, which is just absolutely insane to me. I'd say check them out after you finish this series, if you're watching later on. So now this is like the hardest part of the first level, was racing RC around this thing.
I come in peace.
This guy does a fancy trick that I'm not going to do because it's cheating. I'm gonna race him fair and square. But I'm gonna leave the enemies to give it an extra challenge for me. RC is faster than you, but he bumps into the hose right here, and then he tries to slide around the oil slick right there. Which Andy's mom should really get that van looked at if that big of a puddle of oil's on the garage floor. So you might be wondering, Toby, why did you go back to a 18 to 20-year-old game? The answer is because there's nothing new out that has caught my eye. Anthem is complete garbage. I haven't played Apex yet because I'm waiting for my little cousin to get it and get on it. But yeah, it's just been slow, and I figured I've been hankering to play this ever since one of my friends sent me a audio clip of a piece of music, and I remembered how great the music on this was, like this racing theme. Keep on playing. And then RC does a victory donuts even if he didn't win, which is awful sweet of him to take his loss in stride. Alright, now we come to the boss. There's a boss on each level, some harder than others, and this one is not hard at all. But it is funny, it's kind of based off of the Tin Toy from the Pixar short, I guess. I can't imagine why else they would have a tin toy up in the attic, but that was another hard jump, and then this coming up is another hard jump with the camera. Oh. Yeah. Got it. And then this was hard too, just trying to stay on the stinking beams with fat, chubby children fingers. Now I've got to contend with fat, chubby adult fingers. We're gonna surprise him from above. So yeah, this guy is probably the easiest boss. Oh, and I say that as he hits me right off the stage. But yeah, he just tries to run you over, and you gotta wait for him to you know, just have to wind up. Now, one sad thing that I found out in playing this game is that unlike the PC version, the graphics are not as good. See, back in the day, when you fought this guy, you'd be able to go into this mode. You'd be able to look down on the ground and see the shrunken head and arm of this guy. You could do that with every single boss. You would just see this shrunken down version of the thing, because they didn't shrink it away completely, which I found funny. All right, I think we're on to our last token for this episode. Oof. Yeah, definitely gonna have to try to do something about that slowdown. But thank you guys for starting this journey with me. And I'll try to just not be like every other YouTuber.
Thanks, Buzz.
And give you something cool to watch instead of just what's mainstream.
To infinity and beyond!
Alright, yep, all 5. And then we're gonna be moving on to the next level, I guess. Which is, yes, of course save. Even though it probably won't save. I'll have to try it out. The next level houses the most amazing treehouse ever, and we'll be going up to the very tippy top of that and jumping off like I always used to. So until next time, I hope you have a nice rest of the day.